Ah, there was literally nothing better than relaxing in my recliner with a beer after a long day. Well, maybe one thing was better. I reached over and grabbed the remote control off of the side table and clicked on the Discovery Channel. I'd been obsessed with this show on tree houses lately. It didn't make a lot of sense since my daughter, Melissa, had only recently decided to move in with her longtime boyfriend. But the day would come when she'd marry and have kids, and I'd be ready to build my future grandchild a treehouse in their yard. My construction company had grown to the point where I never got to be hands-on with the part I loved most, building. "Hey, Dad," Melissa said as she walked into the room and plopped down on the couch. "Hey, honey, what are you doing here? I figured you'd be out shopping around for the new place." "Nah, once we got the new sectional, we decided to see how the rest of our stuff fits together before we purchase anything else. What are you doing tonight?" I held up my beer. "What's for dinner?" she asked. I practically rolled my eyes, but I resisted the urge. Melissa had landed a position in the administration department of the local culinary school right out of college. I was so proud of her and pleased that she loved her job. But she'd become manic about my diet since she started there a few years ago. "I'll throw something together. You don't have to worry about me." She humphed and stood up. "Your idea of throwing something together is making a sandwich, Dad." I peered up at her. "What's wrong with that? It tastes good and it's filling. Win-win." "It's not a real meal. That's what you have for lunch every day. You need more for dinner." Chuckling at her bossy tone, I held up a hand. "Fine. I'll order a steak and a couple of sides from Outback and run over and pick it up. Happy?" She shook her head. "No. What are you going to do once I leave? Who is going to take care of you and make sure you eat properly?" She sank down by the side of my chair, and I choked back a groan. She'd been dating her boyfriend for years now, and I'd often suspected she'd stayed home instead of moving in with him because she was worried about me. Resting my hand on her shoulder, I smiled soothingly. "Honey, you realize I'm a grown man, right? I even managed to take care of you and your mama until you didn't need me anymore. I'm going to be fine. I'm so proud of the woman you've become, and this is an exciting time in your life. Don't ruin this by fretting about me." Tears shimmered in her green eyes. "How could I not? Since Mom moved out, you haven't eaten a decent meal at home unless I cooked it for you. You're the most important man in my life, and I feel like I'm deserting you." I snorted. Admittedly, her mama had made the effort to cook us wholesome meals for Melissa's sake, but her skills definitely resided in the courtroom. And Melissa, bless her heart, took after her mama more than she thought. Working in the financial office for a culinary school did not make one a chef, but she was right. Both women had gone to more effort in our kitchen than I ever had.